Easy guys, how's it going? It's Roll with the Punchers and we're back on Grief, and we're here with another tip and tactic for you. And today what I really want to focus on is using the box. Now a lot of people seem to really enjoy using the box. I don't personally, you'll probably have already noticed, but what I want to sort of show you is if you're going to use the box, at least get your money's worth. So you can see me here, I'm picking up double tap, because obviously what that enables is for less ammo to be used in order to kill the zombies. And I've got hold of a Chicom. A Chicom, not the best gun. It's alright, it's got a really high fire rate, it's got good mobility, but in terms of using it later on as a gun, I wouldn't recommend it. As you can see, as a secondary, I'm holding on to the MP5 because an MP5, you just, I think you permanently need it in order to build the points, because you never know when you're going to be short of ammo or short of points or something. So as you can see here, I picked up the M8A1. Now the M8A1 is viewed by a lot of people as a pretty shoddy gun. A lot of people will chuck it straight back in the box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use it to build the points from it first and then to chuck it away, because I see absolutely no point whatsoever in paying for something and not getting the use out of it. Like, I mean, excuse me, you're not going to buy a game and then not use it and then just buy another game which is really similar to it. You're going to at least play it first. So this is what I'm doing. I'm buying a gun, I'm getting the worthy points out of it, and then I'm going to chuck it back in. So you can see me just running around, I'm just picking up, you know, points here and there. I've already raised like well, over 1,700 points now, but it's just showing you that you don't have to chuck a gun straight back in the box, because it's not the ideal. A lot of people seem to think, oh man, I'm just going to keep boxing until I got my light machine gun. Well, I don't do that, I don't bother. Like, I don't even think the light machine guns are that good, but what is the point? Because you're going to use all the ammo from it early on, think, oh, I've got to hold on to it, it's the best gun on the game, and then you're going to go and pack-a-punch it, use all the ammo from the pack-a-punch, and then you're going to be a little bit screwed. So I just wouldn't recommend that. I would use all the points from it first. I mean, obviously there are some exceptions. You know, you're not going to, for example, hold on to a war machine because you only get, what, 24 bullets with it. You're not going to build points that way. You might as well chuck that back in. But by buying the box and using the gun that you get first, at least then if you get something like that, you can then swap it back for something which is a little bit better. So as you can see, another thing that I like to do whilst building points is buying my perks. Now perks are more important than guns on this game. A lot of people don't really understand that yet, evidently from when I've played them, but they really are, because the objective of Grief is not going down. It's not about killing the zombies, you know, it's about who has got the least downs, because that means that you're going to win, really. If your team haven't got any downs, you've won. Simple as that. So I would always recommend focusing on building your points with whatever gun you get out of the box, providing that you can, and then buying the perks at the same time. So in this kind of video, I do show you a few of the guns which I managed to get hold of from just using the box, really. But I'm going to talk about a few which maybe wouldn't be recommended. A lot of people aren't very keen on the snipers. On the zombies, they are actually quite hard to use. I mean, I don't mind them so much because I've learned to no scope with them. I cannot scope with a sniper on zombies. For some reason, I just never seem to be able to kill them. So I will get one, I will use the ammo from it first, scoping, because if you think about it, a DSR, you pick up, what is it, 44 bullets or something like that? Or 48? Well, with 48 bullets, if you get a kill with every single one, by my maths, you're gaining back that just over 2,500 points. 2,500 points, that's another 2 boxes, or, more importantly, that is Juggernaut. So, as you can see here, I'm almost out of ammo on it, so I'm going to head back to the box and quickly look in, see if I can offload my last 4 bullets. It doesn't happen. Oh, and there we go, the war machine, which I was talking about before. So, you'll see what I actually do is, instead of just then chucking it back in the box, I quickly change to my MP5. And what I'm doing with that is I'm actually checking I've got enough ammo with the MP5, because then if I get another bad box, I'm actually going to be left with not enough points to box, and I'm going to be stuck with this freaking war machine. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I quickly hop over here, try and get the revive, because someone is just lacking education in Call of Duty Zombies and how to revive on Grief, because they're just getting stabbed off all the time. Little recommendation on that, just keep moving towards the person who is stabbing you, because that way, whilst they're stabbing you away, you're going to move back to the position that you were in forth. So as you can see, I've quickly gone, picked up the revive. I'm just picking up a few points from that, stealing a max ammo like a boss right there. But I'm straight back in at the box. I don't want to hold on to this war machine. It really is a pile of shite. Oh, and there's another thing that we don't want to pick up, an RPG. So if you notice, I do actually have enough points to box again, but if I'd just gone straight for it and got an RPG, I'm kind of stuck with an RPG. So that really does prove testament to the theory. So now I've got a chick on. It's a great 4-round burst little, I think it's an SMG. It's got really good firepower, especially with double tap, and if you keep tapping R1 it pretty much is an automatic. But it's not a gun that many people think, oh my god, I want to like totally pack a punch that. No, most people tend to aim for the like machine guns, as I've mentioned before. So a lot of people aren't really going to think about getting this little thing pack a punched, but still build the points with it. And it's like, I don't understand how it works actually. Sometimes it does 3-round burst. Actually, I think it is 3-round burst. I said 4-round burst. That's the M8A1. Sorry, I'm completely wrong. So you can see me here. I'm running around and picking up points with it, and already I've gained over 1,000 points. So I've earned back that box which I just spent. But you know, another little thing that I want to comment on is, if you watch my previous video on the galvanicles of buying the perks, at this point, I had already bought all of my perks, whereas by using the box, I haven't been able to do it. I don't have enough points for the speed cola. But another big thing, I bought galvanicles, which are 6,000 points. So that's one thing that you should always remember whenever you are buying a box. You are spending points on it, which means that you're not saving them for something else. But I thought I would do this as a recommendation, as there are so many people out there who are keen on buying the box. So I'm just sticking to the middle. It's got relatively good mid-range firepower, and in terms of just getting kills, it's relatively good for that. So I'm going to stick here and just make sure that I'm getting points. A noob goes down on our team, so just, you know, picking up the short to mid-range things. It's really good if you sit by the windows. You're always going to do well in that respect, because you are effectively well, you're just in short range. That's what this thing tends to do really well. But as you can see, I'm now about at 1 clip left of it, and I'm thinking, right, I need to box soon. I'm quickly checking points just to check that I've got plenty enough. Just see what other people are on, thinking, oh, have they gone and bought their perks yet? Probably not, you know. So here we go, I head upstairs, and this is a little recommendation as well. When you're low on ammo, don't use all your ammo and then sprint to the box. Stand around the box area, use the rest of your ammo, and then go and box. So here I try and troll this kid by chucking grenades. So if you don't know that already, if you launch grenades at the box, and you do it successfully, people can't actually hold square to pick up their gun, which I think is a really good tactic. So he gets a Gallo, fantastic gun. I wish I picked up that gun just before him, but this is me. What do I get? Oh, I get a shitty little SMR, but I'm not going to chuck it straight back in that box. I mean, look, I'm already 2/3 of the way to buying speed cola, so I'm going to use this SMR. I do get in a little bit of trouble with it, but it's kind of just to show you that even with what is arguably the worst gun on the game, you can still build points with it. As I've said before, there are a couple of guns that I maybe wouldn't recommend when I'm trying to build points with, which is, it's the war machine, it's the ballistic knives, it's the RPG. I think that's all. I can't really think of any others. As you see here, I get kind of stuck. Nervous little escape there, but got out of it. But yeah, that kind of shows you I now have enough points for speed cola. As you can see, I've not even used half of my ammo. But one thing which I'm actually, I'm not, well, I'll tell you now, I'm actually focusing on picking up the galvanicles in this game now, because I just did a bit of gameplay to kind of show you guys what I do. So there you go, that kind of concludes it. If you're going to buy the box, use the gun first and then chuck it back in, because what you can, you know, the most valuable thing is just the fact that you can buy your perks alongside buying guns. And you know, if you get your dream gun, just use all the ammo and then maybe swap it back in, because you don't want to pack a punch a gun too early. Pack a punch in really early is, you know, it's one of the most common mistakes that so many people make. And then what they end up doing is they end up either trying to train and not kill the zombies, or, you know, because they've got no ammo, or they have to trade it back in. You know, don't pack a punch too early, and simply just keep, if you're going to use the box, keep using the box until it's a suitable round to pack a punch. otherwise you're going to be a little bit stumped. But anyway, yeah, so I hope that's been really helpful. If you've got any questions, like what should I do if I get this gun or that gun, or anything you want me to kind of cover within this series, then just drop a comment in that comments box. You know, we will get back to you. We always do. We always like replying to your comments because it means that you guys are interacting with us. But anyway, for the time being, I've been Roll with the Punches. If you've not done it already, hit that subscribe button because there's so many more good things that we've got on this channel, not just the tips and tactics. This is just for those who want a bit of help here and there, but we've got some brilliant things like a bit of Bus Wankers, Get Off My Land. Check that out. That came out on Saturday, and that is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, as I say, I've been Roll with the Punches, and I'll catch you on my next episode. Take care, guys.